I have always wanted a greenhouse, so we purchased a Costco Yardistry greenhouse and put it together. But we quickly found that there were some modifications that we really wanted to have in this greenhouse. So there are 6 modifications we are going to be making to our Costco greenhouse. Let me show you what they are. Plumbing, an exhaust fan, electricity, heat, lighting, and some organization. So I wanted to have some electric in my greenhouse because I do have grow lights for when it's winter, so I can keep my plants and my herbs alive. And just in general, that was one of the things that the other greenhouse we were looking at had, and it didn't come standard with this one. So we purchased from Amazon this handy dandy little, basically it's just a power strip, but it has the cover so that it's going to protect against like water, things like that. We'll still have to be careful, but we're going to go ahead and install this first.
So the holes inside here are just a little too wide to center it on the post, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to center it so it's flush on one side, and we'll use those holes to put it in. Initially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back board out. I've got a hole saw, but I don't want to start drilling the holes until I see where everything is going to be. So I'm going to take this back board out so all the cables can run down where I want. Then I'll mark and cut those later. But right now we're going to go ahead and attach this to the wall.
In order to get power to the greenhouse, we're actually going to do it via an extension cord. So the first thing we needed to do was to create a port for the extension cord.
Got a shot. At least in the sheep. So this is the hole that we did. The extension cord is going to go through like this. I do actually have a grommet coming that I will link in the description below, but I'm telling you about it now because I probably will forget to put it in the video later, but when it gets here from Amazon. And then that will basically go in there. That'll kind of, the plastic will come around it just to keep critters from coming in and out easily. And then we will be good to go. We'll have power. So right now I'm going to go ahead and shove it in there so I can get started on everything else.
All right, first task, power, check. Now on to the next. Now we are going to install the exhaust fan, which happens to be super cool because it has a temperature gauge on it. So if it gets too warm in here, too much humid in here, it automatically kicks on its own.
All right, so in most greenhouses, I think the ventilation is up high, but the way this is designed, there's really not a way to do that, and there's actually a hole for a vent already, so we're going to put our fan in that hole. Now,
actually, you could do it because you actually could go ahead and frame out up higher, but there was already that vent down below, so it seems like it makes more sense to utilize what's already there, and it's such a small greenhouse.
Yeah,
so
it's small. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw around this to this will actually sit in here like this from the inside. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around the outside so I can basically cut the hole to the right size. To do that, I'm going to actually use this same bottom line. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to screw this board in real quick so that I can set it on there so it's easy to draw around it with one hand.
After we increased the size of the hole just a little bit, it was really easy to install by just screwing it into the wall. We did add some trim to the outside of the greenhouse at a later time. Then it was time to go ahead and install the control panel, which we installed on the shelf for easy access. Once we did that, we simply had to plug in the cords so that everything was connected. And then we plugged it into the electricity that we had already installed in the greenhouse. It turned on and worked fantastic. So now with this particular fan, it has a controller here. I can always see what the temperature is in here, what the humidity is, and I was able to set it so that the fan will automatically kick on if the temperature goes above 80 degrees. I set the temperature for 80 degrees and I set the humidity for 70. So if it goes above that, then the fan will automatically kick on.
We didn't want cords to be an issue in the greenhouse because we knew we would be watering plants. So we went ahead and cut a hole in the backboard of the shelf, just a slight little square, so that we could run those cords down the back of the shelf and keep them out of the way of anything else.
All right, we got a solar barn light for the outside of the greenhouse, which will eventually match the barn lights that we will have outside the garage that match the barn lights that we have in the kitchen.
Putting the light up was really easy. It was simply just finding a spot for it, setting it up there, and screwing it in. Very easy.
That light up there is absolutely adorable, and it was not that expensive. We ordered it off of Amazon. Of course, we'll have links in the description, but super easy to put up and so worth it. It's so cute.
All right, so we've got the heater because Stacy wants to be able to have stuff out here in the wintertime. Part of this heater is it plugs into this box, which then has a sensor that goes up and then has a separate cable. So this will actually plug into the box. We're going to mount it down here so that in the wintertime we can plug that in and it'll automatically kick on when it needs to.
So this has a second sensor. Well, the first sensor is for the fan. This one is for the clear one, is for the heater. And the heater, I can set it so that if the temperature drops below a certain point, then the heater will kick on.
Although it came with suction cups on the sensors, we found that those really didn't stick very well to the walls of the greenhouse, so we went ahead and mounted them directly to the shelf next to the control panel for the fan. The heater also came with this little temperature gauge, and everything works fantastically.
Now we're going to add some plumbing. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to hard plumb the inside with a connection for a garden hose on the outside. Then there's some pilot. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount the plumbing inside, and I'm going to drill a pilot hole, and we're going to cut it out for the pipe to come in the back. That's a shark bite fitting. We're going to go in, go back, go down, and then outside. Ooh. We're just an inch. Are we an inch? That's right in about like that. Okay.
Once the holes were cut, we ran the pipe in through the wall so we could see how long it needed to be. We put on the shark bite faucet, secured it, and then we went to the outside so we could go ahead and cut the pipe to the overall length.
I pushed this through to market and I put my shark bite fitting on, and normally I have my little shark bite release. I don't have it, so normally I would have pushed this out further with it and then glued, but since I don't have that little bit to release it, I'm just going to clean it, glue it here, and then screw it in there in just a second. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean the fittings. Get that good and clean. Put a little cardboard up there just to protect the surface, just in case. Okay. Let that dry. The glue. I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. Looks a little funny in there. Okay. Alright, so I didn't have it screwed in. I had to have her go in there so I can push it on the rest of the way. So that's the way that's going to look. We're just going to take off this extra tape here. Kept it pretty clean, which is good.
Once everything was glued into place, we went ahead and screwed the actual faucet onto the shelf. Then we took a splitter on the outside so that we could have a hose outside and still water on the inside. On the outside, we set up a hose holder.
So the last item for our greenhouse is a little organization, because a little organization is always good. So let's just put in a couple of things to make life just a little bit easier now that we have electric, we have our fan, we have heater, we have water.
We started by installing a hose holder on the inside on the shelf next to the faucet. I'm not gonna lie, having water in the greenhouse is a game changer. We added some hooks in various spots in the greenhouse just to provide us some places that we can hang things. We wanted to be able to hang the shovels, the little shovels, and those kinds of things, just to make things, again, easier and neater.
And the final thing is a sign for the door.
The greenhouse turned out absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it, and the modifications are a must-have. Those modifications have been a game changer in just making everything flow so much easier. So remember, doing things yourself saves you money and allows you to be free. See you in the next project.